I'm I'm so distracted by the painting that's behind you, by the way, the artwork.
Oh, this guy,
Wow.
I'm working on it right now. Yeah, take some time because it's a stippling technique. You
No,
know what is
please
it?
tell me about
It's a
it.
point by it's point by point. I put the I don't know if you can see them from distance.
I can see his
I can maybe
I can't see up. Wow.
I don't know here, for example, can see the dots here. I'm working on this area actually to make that kind of gradient. But what I love to keep is that grain I have on digital artworks I'm doing on
Yeah,
iPad. I'm trying to replicate exactly the same thing on the
it's
canvas.
beautiful.
So this takes its time. Thank you so
And
much.
I also love
I'm working on this guide.
I love
Yeah,
Snoop Dogg. That is Snoop Dogg, right? Just making sure.
yeah. This is my favorite rapper.
Oh my god.
My favorite.
What's your favorite
I don't like weed, but
what's your favorite track of
I like
Snoop
Snoop Dogg.
Dogg's? What's your
What?
favorite
Sorry.
Snoop Dogg track? Your favorite song?
Wow. That many, many. Maybe the my best one is what's the name of the track? Stu.
I wanna dance to the crib now. Drop it like it's hot.
Drop it like it's hot. Yeah. This is my one of my favorites
I love
actually.
that.
I have many. Yeah. I'm a big
And
fan of
is
him.
this piece for you?
I have this is for yeah, I made it for me first and I'm gonna exhibit it somewhere. I don't know why right now, but I'm gonna exhibit it somewhere. I'm about to
It's
finish.
gorgeous, Sammy.
I don't know if you can.
I
Thank
can't
you
see
so
the
much.
dots.
Thank
I'm not
you.
gonna be honest with you. I think because of the quality and how far, I can't see the dots, but I just as soon as I
Let me bring it a little bit closer, maybe if you can see them. I don't know. Do you see the dots?
I think it's just when it's
I don't know. Maybe
the
the
quality of
quality.
squad lost. It's
Yeah, the quality
yeah.
is not.
Oh,
Yeah,
I can see
you
it.
lose
Hit
details.
focus then I could see it.
Yeah,
It focused after a minute. There, I can see that. Can you see it in the Squadcast camera? I can see it now.
yeah. I think you can see them from there.
So this is a painting and
Yeah,
you're doing it by dots, replicating the
yeah. I'm using brushes, acrylic pens like these. I make my own colors:
wow.
the blue, the green, the yellow. Yeah, it's existing. It's an existing color. The blue, the light blue, also the pink, and the skin color
It
also.
honestly
I make my own
it's
colors.
stunning, Sammy.
I feel more comfortable. Thank
I
you.
haven't even
Thank
officially
you so much.
introduced you on the podcast or anything. That's how distracted I was by this beautiful painting, by the way. So, let me do my job properly.
Yeah, go ahead.
Samy Halim,
Go
welcome to
ahead.
Nexus Talks.
Yeah.
Honestly, I am honored. I absolutely love your work. So I'm so excited to speak with
Thank
you.
you so much.
I want to know
Thank you so
everything
much.
from young Sammy as a child to his passions to how you got to this point. So, can you introduce yourself for
Sure.
people who may not have come across you before?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Adina. I'm grateful for this chance to be here. I'm Samy Halim, an artist with French-Algerian roots. Algerian, not Nigerian.
Will clarify?
Sometimes people can understand, yeah, can be confused. I spent my formative years in Algeria before relocating in France with my parents. Actually, it's my mother's homeland. Along my with my parents and my two sisters, when I turned 20. My connection to art, design, and drawing goes way back to my childhood, and I always harbored that certainty that one day I would embark to a career in France.
Right.
Yeah.
What made you?
And I started,
No,
yeah,
carry on, Sammy. Sorry,
sorry,
carry
go
on.
ahead. Yeah, and I started, yeah, drawing. Maybe when I was 5, 6, 6-ish, I think. and I started drawing on the walls of my parents' house.
Whoa.
They weren't happy, but they knew that I had that kind of, that kind of skills to draw. They always encouraged me to take that direction and and keep on drawing themselves. They were they were drawing.
Wow. Are they artists as
They
well?
were artists. Yeah, they never sold anything. They never made it. Yeah, had a career in artistry, but yeah, they always loved drawing, make playing music. That's all.
So they rubbed off on
Thank you so
they
much.
rubbed off on you. They gave you the artistic gene.
Yeah, absolutely, definitely. Yeah, I have it in my veins.
How long were you in Algeria for?
21. Yeah, I moved from Algeria when I was 20, so it was in 94,
Did you find it hard? Did you
1994.
find it hard?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, not hard to leave Algeria, but hard to start everything over here in
Mm.
France. I left my studies at the High School of Arts in Algiers. I had to leave it after 1 year of studying. No money, no job, no friends, nothing here when I arrived in France. So I had to build everything from scratch.
Whilst also
It was a little hard.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not just that you've got to understand the new culture, the way the country works, but you have a dream. You wanted to be an artist. So you're even facing a dream
Yeah.
whilst also trying to get used to a new life. It's not easy.
Yeah, absolutely. It wasn't easy at all. Even if I had that double culture, my mother was French, actually, so I had that double culture. I was familiar
Yeah.
to it. But yeah, even with that, it was a little bit hard to get comfortable and live like French.
Mm.
You had, yeah, it's not the same way to think, to live, to do anything. So I had to learn everything very fast to feel more comfortable and to keep my cape. I had a dream. I always had a dream to become an artist. I never gave up, and I tried and tried and tried. Yeah, the beginning really wasn't easy.
You said you
Absolutely.
left the art school in Algiers. Did you enjoy that one
Yeah.
year? Did you feel like you learned a lot? How was it?
Oh,
Yeah?
oh, yes, absolutely, absolutely. I loved it. Yeah, I learned a lot. Not all of it, the courses were pretty, you know, interesting, but yeah, I learned a lot. I had a good friend. It was a good period. But when I yeah, I witnessed a crime in the
Oh,
school. The director, yeah, the no, how we call this? Not the director, but the
okay,
headmaster,
yeah,
right?
headmaster,
Yeah,
yeah.
of the school, what was killed 2 meters from me with his son, who was
Your
my
friend.
one of my friends. Yeah, yeah. That was really, really hard to live with. And I did return to school for 2 months or so, I think. I left Algiers. I wasn't living in
Yeah.
Algiers. It was at 400 kilometers from there. I took the plane and stayed at home for 2 months, I think. And I had to go back to finish my
Mm.
studies. And the same year in the summer, I left Algeria. Yeah, I moved to
Is
France.
that one of the reasons you left,
Yeah,
Sammy? Or
yeah, that made me live Algeria faster.
mm,
And the Council of France in Algeria was calling my mother every week, even every day, I think, to ask her to leave
Wow.
Algeria as soon as possible. Yeah, as soon as possible with her family. It wasn't easy to to leave everything and go yeah and go to France. So fortunately, yeah, fortunately we had my grandparents established in France, so they welcomed us. And, yeah, we could have a little, a
Yeah.
flat where we could live for yeah some years. Yeah, in '94 wasn't a big deal.
Yeah. But it led you to France,
Yeah,
and it led you one step closer to where you are.
yeah,
So how did you pick up your art again? Obviously, you said for 2 months you didn't go to school again, and then in the summer you left Algeria. Were you still creating art then, or when did you start again after that?
yeah. I always kept creating art, but it wasn't what we would right now. I had that style at that time. I was you know trying to find my own style and trying and trying and trying again. What I was doing is creating logotypes,
Art. Oh, okay.
brands. Yeah, yeah. A brand. What was how do you call that?
Like logo?
Yeah,
Yeah.
logo. Yeah, it's a logo. Yeah, it's a yeah. The real name, I think it's logotype, right?
Yeah.
Or I created imagining logos. I've always loved graphic design, logotypes, fonts. I created also some fonts that are distributed right now at the
Oh,
font shop.
wow.
Yeah, I stopped doing that because it's
I
time
can
consuming.
imagine.
It's too long.
Lowercase,
Yeah,
capital.
yeah, I stopped. Yeah, and kerning, hands, and so on and so on. Yeah, the technical side of it just made me stop it for good. Yeah, I made some fonts, packaging also a lot of packaging. I had yeah, I won an award for a packaging I made in 2017. Yeah, go and let's go back to the early
No.
years. Yeah, I kept drawing portraits. This is what I always loved to do. Just yeah, drawing portraits. And besides that, was creating some logos, packaging. But all of these, I was imagining some brands and creating. Unfortunately, I have nothing here to show you. I should
It
have prepared something, but yeah,
that paint enough, don't
but I
worry. I've already recorded enough.
so this is more important what I'm at now, right now, not where I was. Yeah, I kept drawing and refining my style. And that took me, yeah, many years to find my way. Yeah, but actually, I didn't found any. Yeah, just one style,
Yeah.
but two.
It's great that you admit that because, some younger artists new to the industry, they stress because they're like, "Why
Yeah.
have I not found my style yet? How do I make myself different?"
Oh,
So
yeah,
it's lovely for you to admit that it took you time.
yeah. It takes a lot of time. You have to be someone who wants to get to find his own style. Has to be really, really patient and never give up. Uh, your style can come suddenly, accidentally. You can you never know. You never
Yeah.
know. So yeah. So yeah, I kept refining. I tried many styles and mimicking also the illustrators and artists I love. But like said, I think Orson Welles, I think, or who said, "Don't try to be someone else. That someone is
What are you
already
taking?
taken."
Yeah. It's a wise quote. It's a
Yes.
very wise quote.
Yeah, yeah. So true. So find your own way, your own path, and keep going on.
Semi, do you remember the first piece you were paid for?
I was
Yeah.
paid
Which
for,
piece you were like somebody
or
bought from you? Do you remember it?
oh, I can talk about maybe paintings. The first one, yeah, I made a portrait. It was a commission, but someone loved the portrait I made of Lamia. Her name is Nadia, a kind of modern cyborg girl, screaming in a symmetrical
Yes.
design. And yeah, the first one I made, yeah, I was paid for that last last summer of the
Yeah.
last year in 2022. Yeah, that this is the one I was really paid
Yeah.
for as an
I
artist.
love that.
Yeah.
And do you remember, like, so you mentioned obviously you went to France and then you started working. How did you get your first opportunity? Do you remember?
Oh, yeah, that was so tricky to to become a designer in an agency or in a studio here in
Mm.
France. Everyone was saying, yeah, saying, I love what you do. You're really skilled in drawing. We love what you do, but we can't hire you because you don't know how to work on computer. So I had to get some courses for 6 months on
Mm.
computer, learn how to work on Photoshop, Illustrator, and another program made for for publishing. From there, I started working in a little studio in Paris, but I started with a lie.
Tell me the lie.
I got in touch with them. They were yeah they were looking for someone to replace the designer they had who was about to quit, and they asked me if I was comfortable with Photoshop, Illustrator. Hell yeah, of
I'm the
course.
best.
I know. I know. Because I was so despair to find nothing, any work in design. Yeah, I tried. I tried. So I lied and I said, "Yeah, I know Photoshop, Illustrator." Okay, sure. So they gave me a project with the first project I had was on Illustrator. The program I didn't know at all. Photoshop, I was yeah a little bit more comfortable with Photoshop, but not Illustrator. And honestly, I cried
Really? Was it that
in front
bad?
of. I cried in front of the computer. I was, oh my god, what am
Really?
I going to do with this? I'm not. I'm not used to. I'm not used to it. So I had to tell them the truth that I was looking for a studio to get me as an
Yeah.
apprentice, to learn, and they accepted. They were very cool with
Oh,
me.
amazing.
They accepted. So yeah, 3 months later, I was able to manage all the project they gave me.
3 months less.
That was
That's
enough for me. 3 months, and that
amazing.
was yeah. So they kept me as yeah. I replaced actually the guy who quit, and I left. I think a year after because they accused me to having lost a document I never seen in my life.
Right.
Yeah, that were a little bit escalating. So I told them, if so, I quit right
Mm.
now. And the boss was just sitting on the border of the deck and watching me. What you doing?
Yeah.
Look at me right in the eyes. I'm leaving, guys.
Love that for you, Samy.
Leaving right now.
I love that. And you know
Quitting.
what? You got what you needed. You got into there, you learned how to use everything, and you've got that skill, and then it helped you, I guess, in the future.
Yeah, that helped me to, to go from a studio to another and then started working with in an agency and a second one in Paris. And I spent 10 years of my life in
Wow.
that agency. And I became an art director, specialized in illustration, photo manipulation, 3D, uh, 3D visualizations.
10 years is a long time. That means you must have loved it. You loved
Yeah,
it then.
yeah. I loved it. Yeah, it was a good experience. I learned a lot in that agency. But I had that feeling that, oh, I needed time to focus on my art and my style and get more, free to do what I wanted to do.
Is that why you decided to become a freelancer? Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. In 2011, I decided to become a freelancer. I stopped working in agencies because, it's another word. You learn a lot actually when you work in an agency. But yeah, I had a feeling that I was tied to that agency, and like I had to please the boss's ideas,
Yeah.
not mine, all the time. And yeah, that I didn't like that side of being
I get
employee,
it, because as creatives,
etc.
we want to create, we
Mm,
want to express
yeah,
ourselves, and as soon as you have a manager or a boss, sometimes it's like you
yeah,
have to do their vision, and that's not why you become an artist.
yeah. No, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And more and more, it became a little harder to, harder and harder to express myself and give my ideas, my point of view, and yeah, I had to please the boss, the project manager, the client, the everyone. So yeah, it was just
I
headaching.
get
So
it. So you
yeah,
were
yeah,
freelancer as of 2011, and obviously as a freelancer, your self-promotion is so important, and your social
yeah.
media is perfect. Instagram,
Mhm.
I love it.
No,
What advice you're
thank you.
welcome. What advice would you give to other artists who maybe struggle to self-promote or show that they exist? What advice would you give to them to help them be found?
Now, what I can say, I'm not the best of that. Honestly, my Instagram is now one of the best ones, but I'm trying to keep it at its level. Right now, it's about 27K. Yeah, a little
I
bit
think it's
less.
amazing, Sammy. Sorry to
It's
interrupt you. I think your Instagram
yeah,
is beautiful,
yeah.
but carry on.
Oh,
You're
thank you
welcome.
so much. Yeah, but nobody sees. But yeah, yeah. What I can give as an advice is consistency. Keep showing. Regularity also pays off. Don't be shy to show what you're doing, even if it's not perfect. It's not 100% what you're expecting or what you wanting to show. I learned through the years to show anyway. Show what you're doing. Some people will hate it. Some others will absolutely fall in love with it. You never know. So don't be shy to show what you're doing and show what people love is the behind the scenes. Also, the way I'm working. I showed videos, the process on iPad when I draw, and also when I make canvases. Also, I make some videos of it, and I show the process. And yeah, just keep working and finding your art, and again, never be shy to show what you're doing.
Mm, Another question I was going to ask you, Sammy, is what are you working on other than that amazing Snoop Dogg piece? What other projects can we look forward to?
Huh. Actually, yeah. Right now, I just finished a big project with the NFL.
Oh my God, congratulations. That's huge.
This year, yeah, they reached out to me 2 or 3 months ago, and we started a big project. I made uh, not yeah, it's kind of yeah, it's a portrait, right? Actually, of each team. There are 32 teams. I just finished the project. It's gonna go public, I think in March or April 24.
That's
Yeah, this is one
amazing
of
to me.
that's crazy. Yeah, I love the project. The guys are very, very cool.
22
Um,
teams. How many people was on it on?
32,
Tha
32.
that's a lot of portrait work, Sammy.
Yeah, it was a lot of work, but fun. Yeah, a lot of fun.
That's amazing.
Um,
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. So this is one of the projects I just finished. Um, I'm starting another one with an Italian high-end store called La Rinascente in Milan.
Wow.
I'm starting that project. I started actually the project, but yeah, we're gonna start the coloring step next next week. 20 illustrations also. I worked on what's the other project also I worked on? Yeah, with some American brands, with uh, UK, a little bit of UK brands also, but mostly American, yeah, American brands.
That's amazing, honestly. And where can people keep up with your work, Sammy? Are you on Instagram? Where else are you?
Yeah, mostly on Instagram, on Behance also, mhm, and my portfolio, um, and my website. Yeah, my website, and I'm not taking care of it as much as I can, but yeah, I'm trying. It takes time. Um, yeah, I have my shop also. If people would love to purchase prints, I'm doing myself, cutting them, wrapping them, and
Wow.
sanding them all by myself. Right now, I'm trying to do it to master everything. Takes time, but I prefer have an eye on my what the final result and how it's shipped. And yeah, so people can buy their it's it's a limited edition actually
Oh,
of
nice.
10 of each portrait. So yeah, they can grab them on my shop, SamyHalimShop.com. Yeah, they but mostly on Instagram. This is where I show. I keep up the the news, and I'm showing every day something.
Amazing.
Yeah,
And Sammy, my final question is
yeah.
I think obviously people have different tastes in art. I adore your work. I think you're amazing. And I'm so happy that I got to speak to you because you're also really lovely, which is always nice when you meet someone really,
Thank you
really
so
nice.
much. Thank you.
You will inspire a lot of people. There will be people listening to this that feel really inspired. I'm North African as well. I'm Egyptian. So just seeing someone from my side of the world doing such amazing work is honestly beautiful. So
Thank
I
you.
have to ask you, what is your golden piece of advice or the best advice you can give to somebody who is a young artist who hasn't had their big break?
Be yourself. This is what I had to say first. Be yourself. Don't
Yeah.
try in any way to be someone else or to mimic someone else's work or to look like another one. Doesn't work. Never works. Have your own signature, your own path, your own way of thinking or doing things, on showing things. Make your own way and don't be afraid. Be be brave and keep up keep up your cape and keep stay close to your dreams. The dreams that we had when we were like as a child, like children, never die. You have them always in mind. Maybe they evolve through the time, but they're always there in your mind. Never forget your dreams and try to always have them in mind. And maybe one day you can realize them. Maybe by just meeting someone who allows you that, or your hard work pays off at some point. Um, yeah, this is what I can say. Believe in your dreams, have your own personality, and be true to yourself. Also, when you're true to yourself, you're true to anyone else. Just be what you are. Don't try to be someone else. That's
That
what
was
I had to say.
That's beautiful. But you forgot one more piece of advice.
Yeah.
Lie on your CV for your first job.
Yeah, actually, actually, don't be afraid to lie when you feel that you can. Do what you have to do.
Oh, Sammy, this has been so lovely speaking with you. Honestly, thank you so much.
Thank you. You're welcome, Dina. I love
And
this.
best of luck with everything. I'm sure our
Thank
paths
you.
will cross again.
Thank you so much. That was really, really interesting. I love this interview.
Good.
And
I'll see.